How to make your first $1,000 on Instagram.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Thor, and today we're gonna be talking about how you're gonna make your first $1,000 on Instagram.
Alright guys, so the guy you just saw in the intro is a good friend of mine. His name is Anthony. He also does run a similar YouTube channel about Instagram, and he has a lot of value on that channel as well. And because of that reason, I figured it would be a dope thing to just collab with him, make a video together with him about this topic, because we both know tons about this. We both made over tens of thousands of dollars on Instagram, so I think it would be good for both of us to give you our insights on how you can make your first $1,000 on Instagram. But first of all, before we jump into this video, Anthony, go and introduce yourself, tell my subscribers who you are, what you do, and basically a little bit about yourself.
Hey, what's going on, guys? So yeah, as Thor said, my name is Anthony Groper. I have a YouTube channel. I make videos similar to Thor, teaching you guys Instagram. And yeah, we basically decided that we both have a lot of knowledge in this area of, like, you know, how to do consulting calls on Instagram. And we figured if we go ahead and we team up, we can provide you a lot more value than if just one of us did it. So I'm super stoked to be here. A little bit about me. I have a network of about 1 million. I think it's at like 1.2, 1.3 million now, growing every day. And as Thor said, we have both made tens of thousands of dollars through the Instagram platform. So sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and get ready to take some notes. So guys, once again, this is going to be on how to go ahead and make your first $1,000 through Instagram. Just a quick disclaimer, if you're going to want to go ahead and use this method, you are going to need to know how to grow on Instagram already. So if you don't know how to grow, Thor has a ton of videos teaching you everything about growth. I also have a ton of videos teaching you guys everything about growth. Go watch those videos, learn how to grow, then come back here to this video, and we're going to take you straight to your first $1,000. So guys, to go ahead and start this off, you guys are going to need to have in place content, an account, and the knowledge of how to grow. If you have all those three things, you are set, and you can go ahead and start cranking out this method. Now, what this method does is it capitalizes on leads that you're going to get through growing your account. If you're using the viral strategy, which most of you guys are, growing these pages huge, this is how you're going to go ahead and capitalize on that. So when you guys are starting a brand new account and you're going viral, your posts are going to be going viral and the followers you have on your account are going to be very little. For example, this is the exact situation that happened to me, and I actually ended up monetizing Instagram by accident because of this. But I just started a brand new account. I started going viral, and I had a picture and I think got like 10 to 15,000 likes. And at the time, I only had 2,000 followers. So when these people are seeing my posts off the Explore page with 10,000 likes, they might really like that content. If they do, they come back to my profile. And what one particular person did was he came back to my profile, but he remembered how many likes were on my post, and he couldn't comprehend how I could have a post with 10 to 15,000 likes, but my profile was only at 2,000 followers. So he went ahead and he sent me a DM basically asking, like, dude, like, how does this stuff work? How do you go ahead and get all these likes? At first, he actually thought I was buying fake likes, but what I did was kind of go back and forth with him, give him a little bit of value, and eventually, when you're talking to somebody like this, they're going to pop you a question. And this question is, can you teach this to me? And this is where the method comes in, that you start to monetize off these leads that are coming in and you close them on consulting services.
So guys, the key here is to, first of all, you have to know how to grow, as Anthony said. Then when you're growing fast on Instagram, people are going to notice you. People are going to be thinking, dude, how the hell is this guy growing so fast? People are going to find you on the Explore page, in hashtags, and other places. When I started growing Ultimate Freedom, which is a page that I've grown to 50,000 followers now in about 4 months, when I started growing this, it had 3,000 followers in the first 3 days. That was because a lot of my images went viral, as Anthony said. One of my images had over 10,000 likes when I had only 2,000 followers. Because of this reason, I got tons of people DMing me, asking me how I did it. And that is still happening every single day, because people are seeing the exponential growth on the account. And that is the key to closing deals. You have to actually know how to grow. You have to know how to use the viral strategies, which you can learn on the channel. I've got millions of videos. Anthony has millions of videos. Go watch them and you can do this. And when you're actually starting this, when you're actually growing rapidly, people are going to message you, as we've said. And this is where you actually want to go ahead and close them. You want to talk to them, you want to inform them about what you're doing, and then ideally get on a call with them and basically close them on a growth service where you will be the one growing their page in exchange for them paying you, basically. That is the key.
So the leads are going to be coming in more and more each and every single day. As you keep growing this account, as you keep going viral, more and more people are going to come back to your profile, and more people who are trying to grow on Instagram are going to be seeing your profile and DMing you, asking you for help, asking you questions. And while they're asking you questions, this is your time to build some rapport for yourself. Let them know that you're the authority within your niche, that you really know your shit, and you really establish this by when they're just asking you these questions, you know, you're showing off your knowledge. You're talking about things they probably have never heard of before, like DM groups, like power likes, like all the stuff that you know that they don't, making you seem super valuable. Now, when you close them, you can go ahead and just close them through the message. However, I like to get on a phone call with them. I'm pretty good at going ahead and closing people on the phone. Plus, it kind of builds that personal connection. Remember that for some people, online sales, buying things through Instagram can be kind of sketchy for them. If you can get them on the phone and be able to talk with them, build that personal connection, build rapport for yourself, and also build up your value, closing that sale is going to be much easier.
Now, another thing when you're actually talking to the guy, as Anthony said, it's really important to build that rapport. Build an understanding of what they know, build an understanding of what they want, and ask the right questions. It's really important that you're asking the right questions. A couple of good questions that you could be asking is, for example, how much money have you spent on Instagram so far? Have you spent any money on courses, any money on ads, any money on other things like power like services, for example? Ask them questions to figure out what kind of budget they have to play with. If they're saying zero, then you might have to figure out what prices you're going to be charging them for the service if you want to close them on that. If they're saying, for example, $10,000, you know you can charge more because they have spent more money, they have more money to spend basically. Another question you really should be asking them is, how did you grow this amount of followers? Say they have, for example, 500 followers, ask them how they grew to 500 followers, because that is going to give you an understanding of their knowledge and what they know so far to grow their page, which is going to make it easier for you to provide value to them, actually give them something, and also close them on the deal later on.
So as Thor just said, it is super important to be asking the right questions, and through asking the right questions, not only can you determine if this is the ideal client for you, but you can also determine how much of a budget they have to allocate into you, how much they're willing to invest into themselves, and what level they're at. So when it comes down to pricing, again, I think the easiest way to go ahead and sell this service is through 1-hour consultation calls. Now, when I first went ahead and did my first 1-hour consultation call, I started off by charging $100 for it. And from there, I went up and up from 100 to 200 to 300, really trying to find the spot of, you know, how much can I actually charge for this? I think I went as high as charging up to like $700 or $800 per 1-hour call, and I found my sweet spot to be around $500 to $600 per call. When you try to go over the $500 to $600 an hour, unless if you're targeting entrepreneurs, it's going to be really hard to close those types of clients, because they're not really going to, they see the value, but they might not have the budget, or they might not be into, they might not see the long-term business side of it, and it might be just really hard to close them. So when you're first starting off, I would recommend doing between $100 to $200 an hour, just so you can get comfortable with it and to make sure that you're actually getting your clients results. And then once you have a few testimonials built up, when you have a few people that you've done this for before, you can go ahead and start getting into the sweet spot, which is about $500 to $600.
Honestly guys, as Anthony says, these calls, like getting people on a freaking coaching call, is one of the easiest ways to monetize your Instagram account. You could basically pitch them, hey, I will teach you everything I know if you pay me $100 for a call. You will teach them everything they want to know, and that's only for $100 call. Like, that's worth your time, and that is worth their time, because they're only paying $100 for everything you know. And obviously you know a lot because you've been able to grow this fast, because you've been able to do this, and this. So getting them on a call, it's super easy. Like, you can even just charge $50 for a call. That's a lot of money. That's $50 an hour, and I assume most of you guys are not making that money. Literally, it's so easy to get people on a coaching call because the value you give them is so much in return. Like, instead of getting a freaking course, they can just pay you and you will teach them everything. So really play on that, really play on the fact that I will teach you everything if you just pay me $100 for a call. That's it. And I mean, it's so easy to close people that way because everyone has $100 to spend. Trust me, everyone has $100.
So guys, this is gonna be really easy closes. The reason why it's gonna be so easy to close these clients is because you're closing based off of results. They messaged you because they saw your results. Therefore, you just keep showing them result after result after result. Show them your past accounts, screenshot your impressions, and they are going to be all over it. They're going to buy it quicker than they can PayPal you. And the awesome thing about this is because, well, let's say you hate consulting. Maybe you hate doing these 1-hour calls. Maybe it's just not you. You don't have to do consulting. I think consulting is the easiest, but if you want to go ahead and take a different route, you can do growth services, or you could do your 1 hour of consulting and then upsell on a growth service. Now you just charge $500 for a 1-hour call, plus now you have them on a monthly retainer and you're managing their Instagram account. You could upsell them on anything. You could upsell them on automation. You could upsell them on your Power-like network, on shout outs, anything you want. You could really turn this client into a monthly retainer client.
And guys, when closing them on, for example, growth packages, it's super simple. You can say, for example, like say it's a personal page. You can, for example, first of all, close them on a basic automation package. Like you can say, okay, I will do this, this, and that for you, which is, for example, basic targeted follow and follow, which you have to look on their page and see if that's suited for it. But if it's like a personal page, that is the best way to grow that page. So look on the page, determine what you can do for them. But if it's, for example, basic follow and follow, you can automate this for like $20 to a follow and follow software. Super simple. So it's really easy to get these clients closed. You can close them on $100 a month and spend 20 of those dollars on automation softwares. Then, for example, you can add something like, I'll also do your hashtag research. I'll research hashtags for you, which is super simple. You guys know how to do this. Like, you've got so much knowledge just from watching the videos that both me and Anthony post. So you guys know how to do hashtag research. You can do that. You could also, for example, say that you'll find some content for them if they're a reposting page, like just basic stuff that most people don't know.
So guys, that is exactly how this strategy works. Again, people are already going to be messaging you while you're growing your account, and you're already growing your account. This is simply monetizing off what's already going to happen. You're already going to get leads. You're already going to get people who are asking you questions. Why not turn it into a 4 or 5 figure per month business? And again, it's all results driven. They message you because of your good results, and you're going to sell them with your good results. Show them your metrics, show them your data, show them the back end of your account, teach them a few things, and when they pop that question, man, that money, that client is yours, and you could really start to naturally monetize your Instagram account through this. And this doesn't count anything else you're doing. If you're driving traffic to your Shopify store, if you're going ahead and you're doing shout outs, whatever else that you're doing, any other growth services, this literally complements everything, and you don't have to put in any extra work because the leads are coming to you on autopilot. So guys, again, I hope you found a ton of value in this video. Again, you do need to know how to grow, and if you don't know how to grow, make sure you go and watch Thor's videos. Make sure you go and watch my videos. They'll get you all educated and ready to go so that you can start implementing this and turn your Instagram into a money-making machine. Now, Thor's phone died, so that's why I'm sitting here and I'm doing the outro. So if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe to Thor's channel. Make sure you go ahead and check out my channel. Thor will leave that linked in the description. If you do come over to my channel, you like it, make sure you consider subscribing to the channel. Me and Thor go over the most up-to-date Instagram strategies without all the just grind and just patience and just keep posting bullshit that other gurus talk about. We give you guys the actual strategies to grow, the actual things that influencers are doing to take their Instagram to the next level. So with all that said, again, leave this video a like, and if you want to see more collaborations between me and Thor, make sure you go ahead and let us know in the comments. All right, guys, peace. Thor, cut that off. I mumbled that so bad.